Have you ever wished for a one-stop educational app? One that houses all other useful apps and that support your class activities, stimulate engagement, and help your students get to work? Hi, I'm Miss Pauline, and today I will show you that your wish is Classroom Screen's command. At the end of this tutorial, you must have familiarized Classroom Screen's user interface, utilized Classroom Screen tools such as random name, dice, media, text, draw, stopwatch, and many more. And lastly, appreciated the essence of having handy educational tools right on your browser tab. This tutorial is brought to you by ISCOF-CARES. Welcome, I'm Pauline, and today we are going to explore Classroom Screen. To get started, type classroomscreen.com on the address bar of your browser. And then click the Launch Now button to start using Classroom Screen right away. This is your screen. The default background are some random images. The next thing that you want to do is to change the background into a solid color. Go ahead and click the background widget. Let's say we choose the color black as our background. Now, let's take a closer look at the interface of the Classroom Screen. This is the Home button. And on the right side is the Settings, Make buttons less prominent, and the Turn on Full Screen. At the bottom part is the Widgets bar. Now let me introduce to you the widgets. First is the background widget, followed by the random name widget, the dice widget, sound level, media, QR code, draw, text, work symbols, traffic light, timer, stopwatch, clock, and calendar. Now, let's start with the random name widget. This widget lets you randomly select a student name from a list. So first, click the random name widget, and then type the name. These are the list of names to choose from. Remember that you have a maximum number of names, which is set to 100. Press Q to start typing a name. In the settings of the random name widget, you have a few interesting options. For example, you can remember the chosen students, so he will not be chosen again until all students have had their turn. And there you have it. That's how the random name widget works. Now, let's proceed to the dice widget. Whether playing a game or doing math, the dice always come in handy. This widget provides with up to 3 dice to choose from. Just press the button and watch the dice roll. And there you have it. Have fun using the dice. Now, let's take a look at the sound level widget. This widget is used for adjusting the sensitivity and maximum noise of the audio. And that's what the sound level widget works. Now, let's proceed with the media widget. You can use this widget in 4 different ways. Upload images, add YouTube videos, start the webcam, and embed. Let's start with uploading images. Easily upload images from your desktop with a media widget. You can rotate the image and choose between 2 different views: contain or cover. Add images that you often use from the gallery. For example, Bitmoji images or certain class symbols that you need in your lessons. And now you have it. Go and upload your photos that can help with your class lessons. Now, let's try adding YouTube videos by using the media widget. Paste any link of a YouTube video into the widget and view the video in your screen. This function can also be used to play music from YouTube. Isn't it amazing? Now you can share YouTube vids right on your classroom screen. Now let's start the webcam. With the media widget, you can start your webcam in a small window in your screen. If you have multiple webcams, you can select a different camera source via the settings of the widget. Make sure you have chosen for webcam when you select the settings. Here's a tip for distance learning. While sharing your classroom screen, you can turn on the webcam at the media widget. This way, your students will see you next to the instructions. Now let's use the embed tool. With this tool in the media widget, you can import external tools using an iframe. Using Google Slides app, open one of your saved slides. Then click File and Publish to the web. Go to Embed tab and click Publish. Copy the iframe code and then paste this code into the embed widget. And then click the Run code. You can now navigate your slides using the classroom screen. There you have it. That's how you use the embed tool. Now let's proceed to the QR code widget. Generate a QR code within seconds. Students can scan the code with their device without having to leave their seat. The QR code can be used to share a link to a website, movie, online quiz, image, and etc. For example, let's generate a QR code for your course site. Click the Settings button of the widget and simply copy the URL of your course. Or you may also enter the title of the website. You can either show URL or show title to your QR code. And that's how you use the QR code widget. Now let's use the Draw widget. Make drawings or notes with the drawing tool. Use it full screen or as a small window. It contains the following tools: the full screen drawing canvas, the erasing canvas, undo, reading, eraser, and then the pencil, and you can choose the color that you want, and then you can also choose the thickness of the eraser or pencil. From the settings, choose lined paper, graphic paper, or an image as our background. There you have it! Now you have an online canvas. Now, let's proceed to the text widget. Type a message or instruction in the text box. For example, show the agenda of today's lesson. You can use a variety of options to format text. You can also insert a link. Select the text and click on the link icon. You must put HTTPS before the link. You will be forwarded directly to the website when you click the link. And there you have it. That's how you use the text widget. Now let's proceed to the work symbols widget. Use work symbols to let students know under what conditions they can work on their task. Choose from work together, ask neighbor, whisper, or silence. There you have it. Use those signals. Now let's take a look at the traffic light widget. The traffic light has several uses. For example, to indicate if students can disturb the teacher. Also, students can use it on their own device to indicate their progress on a project. Here's a tip. Make the background transparent. Depending on your background, the traffic light may look even better. There you have it. That's how you use the traffic light widget. Let's take a look at the timer widget. By using the timer, you can let your students know how much time is left. This gives them a visual reminder. Add or remove minutes and seconds by pressing the plus sign or minus sign. You can adjust the timer along the way. Click to loop the timer by using this button. And then click to change the timer sound. And there you have it. That's how you use the timer. Now let's proceed to the stopwatch widget. Time very accurately with the stopwatch. It can be useful for many class activities. If you enlarge the stopwatch, you will see the log times in the widget. You can pause, you can clear, and then you can start again, and then you can lap many times as you want. And that's how you use the stopwatch of the classroom screen. Now let's take a look at the clock widget. During your lesson, you don't want to forget about the time. With this clock, you have always the right time on your screen. Choose a 12-hour clock or a 24-hour clock. In the widget settings, you can adjust the color of the widget. If you only want to display the digital time, you can resize the widget. And that's how you make use of the clock widget. Now, let's proceed to the calendar widget. Show the date with the calendar widget. In the widget settings, you can adjust the color of the widget. If you only want to display the date, you can resize the widget. And that's how you use the calendar widget. You can have multiple widgets displayed on your screen. Let's say a clock on the upper right hand corner, or a media runner. Or
In this course,
maybe a traffic light.
to get started.
And maybe a QR code. Use it any way you want. Depends on the needs of your class. And there you have it. Classroom Screen is your one-stop app for all the tools you need in conducting your synchronous class. Before I end, let me leave you with my formula to master a skill. Never cease to explore. I am sure you're itching to try Classroom Screen yourself. Go ahead, hit those keys. Hey, care to share your experience with Classroom Screen? Why not write a paragraph or two describing your experience? Upload that in our Google Classroom so that we can share that with others and spread the inspiration. Enjoy!
Okay, good morning and welcome to our another training workshop for this week. So what you saw a while ago is Classroom Screen, which is one of the topics for this session. So Classroom Screen is actually an application found on the internet, and it is useful as a blackboard for us. It's a digital blackboard that we can actually tinker on during our classes online. So depending on the need, it has several applications that you wanted to use. And then it is equipped with different things like the timer, the QR code for scanning your lessons, what else? The traffic lights, etc. No, so Classroom Screen is can be utilized by accessing Classroom Screen. So how do you do that? You just go to another tab of your URL, and then what we're going to do is to type classroomscreen.com. Okay, so after that, you'll be able to go to the interface of the Classroom Screen. Okay, so what you're going to do to use it is to click Launch Now, and you'll be directed to your Classroom Screen. So first thing that you will wanted to do is to use the background. So in changing the background, you just click the background color or the background button, and then you'll have several backgrounds. So let's say we use this one. So this is identical to the blackboard that we're using. And then the rest has several applications that you can use also. So just like the background, you have a random name, This is for selecting students no nga magahuya-huya abe nga example nga pamangkot ka at may kasabat, so you have to call on the attention of the person. So by doing that, you call them randomly. You just put their names here. And then, let's say, for example, Therese, Joy, Nolan, Gabby, Will, Yam, Denise. Okay. So by pressing choose, then you can actually select a random name for your student. And then if their name is being projected, you'll have the option to make them recite or answer the questions that you wanted to ask. So that is one strategy to make your classroom more lively during discussions, during online discussions. So if ever, like for example, if you want to have incentives, like example, after conducting your online class, and you will see that your classes are not full, maybe some of your students are lazy to come in during your lecture. So what you're going to do is to have incentives, no? Like for example, you tell them, if you attend my class at this time, at this day, I will give you a flash drive, something like that. So you have to raffle your, for the attendees, you have to raffle their name. So you can use random name, okay? So for mathematics teachers naman, you can use dice. So this feature, I mean, is probably when you're going to discuss about probability, permutations. So you can use this one. Can use the dice feature. So for sound level, it actually measures the sensitivity of your microphone. So you can actually configure the noises and the max tone for this. And if ever like for example, your attendees are very noisy and you're going to activate the alarm. So for example, if they exceed the decibels, or sometimes they make noises on your classes, so you use this, then the alarm will make the students aware that they're creating noises. So you can have this feature. You can use this feature. For media naman, so for media, you have several choices: and images, YouTube, webcam, and embed. For webcam, I think it uses your web camera. So you can see my background. It's not good. So that is why I'm having the filter for my for my camera. Okay. And then the feature for media, for the webcam, you can use a webcam. For images, I think you have to click images here, and then put let me see, pictures. Okay, so you can put any picture that you wanted to and project it in your Blackboard. So that is the use of your I think this is the use of your images. For YouTube naman, actually you can put the URL of the YouTube here. Like for example, the link kagina sa lecture na to, no? So if you want to play it, you can play it here. You can actually resize this. You can play the so then you can resize it also. So it's like a player within a player. So that's the use of your YouTube for media. And then for embed, this is projecting the coded instructions. So sa embed naman siya, this is found on your SSL. This is mainly used by programmers and IT teachers. nga mag-lecture sanda sa coding. So modaya ginabutang nanda diya. For QR code, actually, you can use the QR code and the media for this. Depending on your use, kung diin yung magamit, kung kinanglanan yung QR code. I'm mainly using the QR code for my certificates. You can also use QR code sa mga klase ninyo nga nag-scan, nga may scanners and so instead of having the URL or the HTTP here, you can actually use the QR code lang. So depending on what kind of use are you going to use this, but QR codes are basically if you want to hide an information like a website or the pages of the trainings that you can have, or anything that you wanted to put or to hide, so you can use the QR code. For draw naman, I think this is useful for drawing illustrations. So you can actually resize this just like an ordinary blackboard. So anything here that you can find. So just like, for example, if you're going to lecture na may chalk kita kag ano. So the same, kung nahidlaw ka mo guys ka pag ano sa blackboard nga mag-chalk, magamit ka chalk kung ano. So you can use this one, pero online na. So anything that you want to write, you can use the draw feature. For text, as the name suggests, syempre put your text here. So you can enter any text, copy paste any lecture. Like for example, if you go to Wikipedia and you have your certain topic, you can just copy paste it here and then project it to your students. So you can actually do it snappy, or you can basically, because what they're seeing lang is the classroom screen if you're going to project. So hindi nanda makita kung yung copy paste mo man or ano. So this is becomes a very handy if you want to project information coming from the internet or probably from other sources. So mag-lecture kita, syempre dapat 'di ba naanad kita sa blackboard. And sometimes magakodigon or naga-ano kita, may tamdan. Ang pinaka best nga source is ng libro or anything that you printed coming out from the internet. So for this one naman, it's Wikipedia or other sources. You copy paste, then project it here. For work symbols, I think work symbols, I don't know if where can you use this. Maybe to project nga ano, kung ano doon yung status ninyo sa classroom. No? Like for example, silence means i-post ka mo dyan, ako anay ma-lecture. Then you can actually put the draw feature here. Samtang nga naga-ano ka mo, nagasulat ka o naga-lecture, may symbol diyaw na. So the symbols are the following: silence, then whisper, then ask neighbor, or work together. So you can actually, I don't know lang gid if we can configure this. Maybe like this one, you can change it, change the color, and I don't know if you can change the symbols and the text sa sulod. So maybe not, hindi lang I don't know kung ano, pero as I can see, hindi pwede. Ang color man lang gid ang pwede ma-change. Pero abi ko, instead of the symbols, you can actually swap symbols or change the symbols and the text nga sa sulod. Pero hindi gali. So amo lang dyan pilian naton. For the traffic light, so you can, this one is, I think, you can, what's this gonna ask your students, like for example, if you can see the red light, what will you do? You stop doing what you're doing. So if you're going to conduct a quiz, if you press the green, then go. So start na kamo ka ano ninyo. So this one is warning, just like on the real traffic light. Kung makita ka mo ka yellow, warning na siya. Kung red na siya, it means stop. Okay, pag on green, it means go. So you can use this one depending on the condition that you wanted to put up in your classroom or in your lecture. For the timer naman, I think this is very handy if you have exercises that needs time. So you can use the timer. 10 seconds na lang bilin, or 10 minutes na lang kamo ang amo nga time. Then you can put any sound na kung time is up, mabatian ang dada guys. So kung kinanglan ninyo timer, just like sa PE or sa iban nga subject nga needs time and utilizes time in seconds, in minutes, so you can use this feature. For stopwatch, the same thing. Same thing with timer. I think you can utilize this. And so I think it has similar use. Timer and stopwatch are similar. Whereas nga sa clock naman, so you can, if you want to put time here so that you'll be reminded during your class hours, or studyin lang ang time sa klase ninyo, so you can use this feature also. And then of course the calendar is projecting the date. So this is what classroom screen can offer. I think you can utilize this. In our workshop, I think you have to create your own classroom screen na kuno abi nagaklase ka, just like what we did sa Jamboard. So what you're going to do is to create your own classroom screen, and then click print screen it and copy paste its Word, and then later on, together with your activities, you can pass it to me later on with a screenshot lang siya guys. Okay, so I think that is all about a classroom screen. And I hope that classroom screen can help you in your classes. So before we go to another topic, let me just welcome Sir Nick. Good morning. Sir Nick, good morning. Okay, so our schedule for this morning, we are now on another training workshop. Our schedule supposedly is this one, guys. Let me just remind you. Okay, so we are now on training workshop on the development of e-learning content and resources. So our schedule, as expected, for the training academy for ISCOF-CARES is August 17 to 20, 2021. And today, this morning, August 17, we have digital learning resources and flexible learning platforms and delivery systems. Supposedly, we're going to conduct this for 1 hour each, but we go ahead with the lecture, and then because the style of a presentation for the content is that we have to project the YouTube presentations for ISCOF-CARES, just like with what we did kagina sa classroom screen. And then the next topic will be Mentimeter, Padlet, Poll Everywhere, Bitmoji, and other educational applications. No. So for this one, our time is until 5 p.m. later on, but we're going to have breaks in between so that we can have our lunch and we can rest for a while. And isa-isahan lang natin guys. Mainly I think the YouTube presentation is for 18 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Malawig na gid siya siguro 30 minutes, and then we can have the demo after that, and then after the demonstration you can do later on your assignments. So just for your assignment naman siguro mga ano lang siya guys, mga screenshots, no, na nagpamatuod nga nag-obragin man kamo, just like what we did sa classroom screen. Or you can, as we go on, you can follow it, and then you click lang gid classroom screen, and then print screen, and copy paste it in Word, and then put there your activity for this morning, and then pass it later on tonight or this afternoon. So you can pass it this afternoon. Okay. So let's go about our next topic. I think Mentimeter is the next topic, no? So let me just configure the video presentation for Mentimeter. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mentimeter. Okay, I found it. So let me present my screen, guys, and then we can watch the video presentation.
Tired of monotonous lessons? Want to break the ice, spice things up, and engage with your students in real time? Hi, I'm Miss Pauline, and today we will take a look at what the Mentimeter app can offer. At the end of this video lesson, you must have familiarized Mentimeter's user interface, created interactive presentations with live polls, quizzes, word clouds, Q&As, and more to get real-time input. And finally, appreciated the value of live interaction during online lessons. This training is brought to you by ISCOF-CARES. Welcome, I am Pauline, and today I will help you navigate Mentimeter. First, open a browser of your choice. For me, I will be using Google Chrome. On the address bar, type mentimeter.com. This is the homepage of Mentimeter. Before we can start using its features, we first have to create an account. Simply press the Sign Up button. You will be given two choices, either sign up using Facebook or Google. When signing up using Facebook, you will be prompted to provide your email and password. Since we have an official ISCOF email account, we will sign up using Google. On this part, provide your official iscof.edu.ph email account. Press Next, and then you will be prompted to provide the password. Once done, you will be asked as to what type of account will you use. Since we'll be using our account for instructional purposes, we will choose Education. Mentimeter has three options: student, teacher, or educator. Since we are in tertiary education, we will choose educator. After that, click Save Selection. Mentimeter has a lot of options regarding our goals. To keep everything simple, we will select Training or Educating. After that, click Save Selection. Mentimeter has many features, unfortunately, most of which are available on the premium accounts. We will instead use the free version. This is sufficient enough for our needs. In case you want more options, you can choose to select the paid plan of your choice. That's it! You have successfully signed up for Mentimeter. This is the chat bubble that connects you to the support team of Mentimeter. You may watch the video provided to help you get started with your first presentation. To create a new presentation, just click the New Presentation button. This is your dashboard, where you can create and manage your presentations. You may type the name of your presentation in the text box provided. Now I will name my presentation Icebreaker. You can select the type of question of your choice from the right sidebar menu. Notice that when you hover your mouse over the type of question, a preview is shown in the slide. To make a multiple choice question, click the multiple choice button. Type the question and the options in the text boxes provided. My question is, which of the following is not a campus in the ISCOF system? So the first option is Dingle Campus. The second option is San Enrique Campus. And the third option is Pasig City Campus. Or you may add another option by clicking the Add Another Option button. So let's say the fourth option is the Dumangas Campus. And now, scroll down so that you can specify the layout of the result from the options provided in the figure: bars, donuts, pie, or dots. And then, click the Present button in the upper right-hand corner of your dashboard to start soliciting answers from your audience. Your audience may participate using the code automatically generated in your slide. Instruct your audience to go to menti.com and then use the code provided. This is what the interface looks like. And now we have the responses from the audience. One user answered Pasig City Campus, and then the other one answered Dingle Campus. And that's it. You have successfully created a simple presentation and simple multiple choice quiz. Now, let's make a quiz competition that determines the fastest participant to answer the quiz correctly. In the quiz competition group, choose whether your participant will select answer or type answer. Let's say we will choose select answer. Type your questions in this box. Let's say the question is, which of the following is not a programming language? And then, type the choices in the options box. Option 1 is Java. And then our option 2 is Microsoft Word. And then our third option is Python. You may add an option by clicking the Add Another Option button. Let's say our fourth option is C#. Then, click the box next to an option to mark it as correct. Now scroll down. On the extras, specify the number of seconds to answer. Let's say the seconds to answer is 10 seconds. Click the Add Leaderboard button to show the ranking of the participants. A leaderboard slide will then be added. Click the Present button to show your slides to the participants. Now this is the full screen view of the slides. It contains the instructions on how to participate. Now go to menti.com and use the code 65891344. On the participant side, he will be asked to enter the code, then his name. He will then click the Join Quiz button and is prompted to get ready to play. On the participant side, the question will be shown as well as the options. He needs to tap on the answer of his choice for it to be registered. He will then get feedback on the result of his answer. On your end again, the responses are shown in a graphical format. The number of participants who successfully submitted their responses is shown at the bottom part of the slide. To show the fastest participants and their respective scores, simply present the leaderboard slide. And there you have it. Patricia is the fastest participant in this quiz. You can do the same to other types of questions. Simply make a new presentation or add a new slide to an existing presentation, then repeat the appropriate steps. So here are the word cloud, open-ended, scales, ranking, and Q&A. Let's explore more features of the Mentimeter. Click the Examples button to explore ready-to-use and customizable slides. You can narrow down your search by specifying the purpose, let's say education, and then the type of input, let's say free text response, and etc. Click the Themes button to create reusable themes for your presentations with your personal colors and brand. Click the Settings button to configure the overall experience of your presentation. Click the My Presentations button to navigate your saved presentations. And now, click the Inspiration button to explore more slides that you can add to your presentation. And that's it! With more practice, you can be a Mentimeter Pro. Let me share with you my recipe of mastering a skill. Never cease to explore. Are you not excited to try Mentimeter? Well, you know what to do. Sign up! Make your first presentation, share it with your students, and gather inputs, and simply experience the joy it brings. We will be glad if you can share that experience with us too. Take screenshots of your presentations and upload them in our Google Classroom. See you in our next tutorial!
Okay, so that's about it about Mentimeter. And actually, Mentimeter is easy to use, just like custom screen. Kagina. So what does Mentimeter do is it provides us with tools to project students in a fun way. Meaning to say, you can create quizzes, polls, and then project it with your students. No. So this is very fun, and actually this is very easy to use. All you have to do is actually go to mentimeter.com, Okay, so what you just go to mentimeter.com, and then Mentimeter will offer you to log in or to sign up. So since this is our first time doing Mentimeter, you press sign up. Okay, then we have so we're going to sign up with our Google account because we have our .edu account. Okay, so mas madali guys, no? It's because we have our .edu account already. So just click .edu. What I did lang is clicking .edu. Sa choices kay gina may tuya ayan sugatan at iscof.edu.ph. So that's what we did. And then you'll be directed here. I already have my presentations. But since for you, this is your first time doing Mentimeter, so what we're going to do is to type new presentation. So you can create a presentation. Okay, so supposedly when you create options for your .edu account, probably you will be asked kung ano ang what type of uh, configuration that you wanted to put up for ano. So remember kagina nag-sign up ka mo higher ed tapos teacher, no? Or so okay. So for creating a presentation, you have to create your presentation first. So you just type in sample, for example. And then you'll be directed here on the interface. For the interface, you can actually have several slides. So if you want to have several slides, I think you have to choose first which type of slide you're going to work on. So you have a multiple choice, word cloud, open-ended, scales, ranking, etc. Then you have a quiz competition if you want. Then the content of the slide. For the content naman, you can put there the header, the paragraph, images, video, etc. So you can also put quotes lang or numbers. For advanced questions, you can have this one, 100 points, grid, quick form, who will win or pin on images. You just explore this, no? There are a lot of things that you can do. You can also import if kung may ara na ginhimo ka mo, all you have to do is to copy it from another Mentimeter nga nahimo na. So you just click import, no? Pero we are also presented options for examples, themes and settings. For themes, it is automatic, no? For themes, you can choose on the slide type na anay kung ano. So like for example, if you have multiple choice sabi, no, then we can select the themes na you can see here kung ano. You can use greenhouse, you can use explore, waves, neural network, terminal, etc. I'm going to select this one. This is a pro, ano, no? So we'll use this one. Ang free lang siya. Then you have to click create theme and this one. So for plans naman, you can you will be asked to have a free plan because nag-ano ka din sa may this one sa Teams. So may pricing na siya. We're going to use ang free account lang. So kita niya free lang siya. This one. Okay. Okay. Hindi siya, no. We're going to use another one. Or sige. Balik sa tong daya. Para medyo light lang siya para kitaan nun. And then you will be asked to type your question here. So it's good for quizzes, no? Guys, it's good for quizzes. I think you can use this in your 10-item quiz sa inyong students at the end of your module, no? Siguro you can, I'm sorry, of the presentation. So like, for example, if you have an online class for that week, and you can have you can play games with your students together with sa mga polls na daya. So you can prepare mga 5 questions, 10 questions, and then you can give points to students. Pero I'm not suggesting that you're going to use Mentimeter sa inyong mga midterm examination. I think medyo malawig siya, and mas madali guys kung gamiton ninyo Google Form. Pero kung mga quiz man lang, example, mga 10 items, you can use the Mentimeter. So you can type your question here. What is programming? So like, for example, what you can put options here with pictures. So kung may dyan ka nga bulaan sa internet ng mga pictures, download mo, you can put pictures pagid. Okay. So you can put there also the answer, no? So systematic adoption of context. And you can put also, as you can see, if you're going to type this, makita nyo diya, naga-ano na siya diyo, naga-change. Or that one is acronym for symbolism. For option 3, you can put here a computer. Now, if you're going to add another option, so you can put another option here. The above. So if you have pictures, no? So you can also use pictures. You can put pictures here. You can drag pictures here. You can use this one. Anyway, this is just an example. So there's no harm. So after this, yung picture nga iano nyo, makita nyo di. And then another one, you can add picture of this choice. As I've said, you download first sa internet kung ano nga klase ka picture ang i-project niyo. Then after this, like for example, if we're through already with the context nga ginbutang naton, you can present. So in presenting, what are you going to do so that your students will participate? So if you can see the code sa babaw diya, or this one. Okay, so you can see here, you will ask your students to go to menti.com, and then they're going to type the code 76189679 so that they can see your quiz or your presentation. Or you can click copy link and then paste it sa Google Meet ninyo. Say for example, naga-Google Meet kita. So sa may chat box, butang ko di sa chat box ang this one, ang URL. Okay, so as you can see on my right side, you can see the URL. So my audience, si Syra, kag si Sir Nick, if they are going to click this one, automatically they can join and they can answer my Mentimeter. So try nyo abisay nga mag-click tong Mentimeter na itong tulad, and then let's see kung ano yagwa na. So after this, kung mag-join na sila, after joining, what will happen is, okay, if they are going to So you can present also the result layout here sa Dalom. Okay. So as you can see, somebody answered this one. So project you will see also. Okay. Present na to, no? Okay, somebody answered this one. Okay. So kita nyo pag sa Dalom, you can see isa ka tao ang nag answer man kadiya. Okay. To go to the answer, I think we have to go to the results layout here. Ako naka-bar siya or kung donut naman. So this one ang gawa niya. Pie or dots. Pero I think ang kagina ang sa bar. Okay. So what we're going to do is to show the correct answer. And let's see. Okay. So, okay, what we're going to do is to enter sa keyboard ninyo bala. So, then ma-show siya none of the correct options are correct. Meaning to say, hindi amuda ang sabat sa pamangkot. Okay. You can also download the result, no? You can actually, okay, so let's put the answer here, Abina. Okay. I'm sorry, why ko maabotangan ka correct answer ang question. Okay, so present naton na. Then press enter ako. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Because what will happen if you click the correct answer? Kagina none of that is the correct answer kay ay mabutangan kadang sakto nga question. So if you're going to press enter, this one lang ang magwa kay this is the correct answer. For projecting the correct answer nga kung kay sino, you just follow the video later on. Okay? Last kagina. You just select the you just follow the video ang kagina gid. Mag-project bala ka sakto nga sabat how if you ask me kung insa nga mo da because ang nalaktawan ko ang settings sa dang free account nga gin configure. So hindi ko ma-project ang score, no? Kung sino yan Pero actually guys, okay, so you can select the correct answer. You can show the select and let the person, okay. If you want to come up with this one. Okay, so 1%, 100% is the correct answer. Pero I cannot show you the persons nga because why ko ma-configure sa tong pareho kagina. Unlike gin obra ni Pauline nga gin configure niya anay first before nga siya. So that is an example lang for the content sa poll. You can actually add another slide and do another what's this? Survey or quiz or whatever, no? So ang kagina tong sa game that is the game nga tong ginobra ni Doc Wenda sa tong seminar naton sa tong first nga week nga gahampang ka students dang pauna-una bala. So ginagamit siya feature nga quiz competition kag type answer. Kaya gina-type ninyo yung answer. So you can also do the same ranking scales. Ang ranking naman kung pasunod kung sino yung pinakauna nagsabat. Then kung sino yung nag-type na una. So amo dato yung ayagwa na. Pwede man nga sa sa advanced questions, you can actually just explore this, okay? There are a lot of things that I remember one time I presented this during the cooperative meeting sa co-op bala naton. Ang during the election, no, karang nagligad, if we can use Mentimeter, no, pero I think the board did not agree with us kay hindi pa tanan kita kamaan ka Mentimeter. So nakon para masapos tani mag-vote bala ka mga bag-o nga officers. Kaya all you have to do is to click lang gid sa go to Mentimeter and then click this one. Pero and ultimately that was we're using Google Form instead of Mentimeter. Pero when I think siguro kung if you're going to use Mentimeter, it's much better kay makita mo lagi ang kung sino ang napilian, may percentage pa siya. So pag after kung everybody voted already, I think hadali na lang gid. Makita nyo man kung sino panguna, kung sino pangadua, or sino nagdaog na gid. But anyway, I think everybody will be educated about Mentimeter. And ultimately, we can use multimeter for elections naton lang sa eskwelahan or sa iban pagid naton nga, no? So they can also tell students that they can actually hold homeroom election. They can use the president, vice president sa homeroom lang using Mentimeter. Kaya it's much convenient and easy to use, no? Sa mga polls, sa mga surveys. If you have surveys pagid, surveys like for example in our school, or probably that you wanted to your subjects to answer right away, so you can use Mentimeter, no? All you have to do is to create a Menti and then tell them the code. So ang code lang, you tell them to go to menti.com and then ang kun ano ang code nga gin-generate ninyo, amo day i-share mo kag they can answer. So I think that is all for Mentimeter, no? I think madali lang yung Mentimeter nga gamiton, and you can opt for this to use. If you missed out on something, you just ask us. Another what's this activity for this morning is you have to go to menti.com and create your own poll, and then screenshot, okay, and then that is it. So screenshot ninyo, then you're going to pass it to me later on this afternoon, because I'm going to compile it, and in our workshop number 2, that is one of your outputs. Okay, so that's about Mentimeter. So we are through with classroom screen, Mentimeter. Medyan pagid kita nga dang mga nabilin. I think we have Padlet, Poll Everywhere, Bitmoji, and other educational mobile apps. Pero let's just lang anay, no? Last topic naton for this morning, I think Padlet anay. Then we're going to use poll. We're not going to use Poll Everywhere siguro because it's similar to Mentimeter. Otherwise, ma-confuse ka mo, guys. I think sige, pwede man nato da i-present lang gid. Present ko lang siyang Poll Everywhere. Pero I don't know if there is a video of this. I'm going to look for it. Pero if not, kung wala, we can use the Poll Everywhere for demo lang. And then I think Bitmoji, you will enjoy Bitmoji this afternoon. This afternoon lang naton siya siguro istoryahan ang Bitmoji kag another educational applications para hindi magsamo naton topics kay ay kalain man da nga kita information overload, no? So do ka duro dugid do ka gid. Pero let me tell you lang that Poll Everywhere is similar to what we did sa Mentimeter. Medyo lang siya. Lain man na siya nga application. Okay? Let me present Abby ang Padlet. So let me browse if there's a video for Padlet. All of the guys, video presentation that you can see on the is actually made available by there's no lang. There's no video presentation for Padlet, no? Mentimeter lang siya. Classroom screen and Mentimeter. Google Slides, Canva, Google Meets, Google Sheets, Gmail. Pero I think there's a, if I'm not mistaken, there's a tutorial for Padlet, no? I think on the materials, Bitmoji, Canva. For Padlet. Okay, never mind, guys. There's actually no material for Padlet, pero we'll have a demo, Abi, no, of the Padlet na lang siguro before we dismiss our lecture for this morning. And I think we're going to convene at 1 p.m. or do you want to 1:30 lang? Siguro mga 1:30 lang kita, guro, guys, makitanay for the topic sa afternoon, no? So for Padlet naman, we're just going to explore it today. Okay, so what we're going to do is go to padlet.com. So you type in your URL padlet.com. Okay, so I think I think it's similar sa other applications na ano na to, no? You can enjoy Padlet. Padlet is just like a blackboard pin. Ang ano naton bala, guys, ang daw pareho ka Pinterest bala. Pinterest. And it's similar sa corkboard sa eskwelahan nga ginabutangan naton mga picture or documents or printed material kag ginabutangan naton ka pins. So corkboard ni siya, no? So you can actually log in or sign up for free, or you can install the Windows application sa inyong laptop or sa computer ninyo. So let's try Abby sign up. Okay, this is my first time also to use Padlet, no? So since we have the .edu account, we're going to sign up using our Google account or .edu. So if you're going to offer this one, if you want to, for the first time, if you don't have any, kung why ka mo log in sa .edu ninyo, I think hindi ni siya mag-appear, oh. So I think parang mag-appear ni siya, I think you have to log in all the time. Ako, Abi, why ko siya gina-log out mo? Ang ayan sugatan.iscof.edu account ko, why ko na siya gina-log out sa URL? Ang gagamit ako ka different nga kalain nga browser so that hindi mapektuhan ang Gmail kong personal account. So it's either I'm using a Brave browser or Microsoft Edge. Actually, I don't use Google Chrome kay mabugat. So i-click ko lang ni siya ang account ko because I already signed in sa .edu, no? And I think we're going to use ang free lang kay may bayad ang pro. Pero if you're going to use for free, I guess I think we're going to click this one. So welcome to Padlet. You're on our basic membership. So let's go. So what we can do here is make a Padlet or join a Padlet, no? So we have the bookmark for this. Let's just see kung ano itsura ka bookmark. So this is my bookmark. Kung ano ang makita nyo okay, so this is my bookmark. Pero you can make a Padlet. Let's try to make a Padlet, no? So click this one. And then I'm gonna, it's either you are going to select the map, the canvas, timeline, wall, stream, grid, or shelf. I think ang pinaka-common is the wall, no? Pero if you want to have mga history, you can use timeline. So example, kung karangsan, pasunod bala. So like for example, I'm going to, I have pictures of Gian, my son. nga starting from infancy karang gamay siya abi no. Hasta sa dukaron may mga pictures. So you can use timeline. So this is my ano. So welcome to your beautiful new Padlet. Add personal touch. So you have to change the if you're going to choose this one, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so this one sa ano gali siya na close ko, pero you can access it again using the settings. This one, if you're going to modify. So just because I'm going to change this one, and then kung ano yung butang ko sa timeline. So like for example, this one no, butang ko be evolution of Gian will. So you can, in history also, you can do the same. Like for example, if you are planning to put timeline here, and then actually you can change the wallpaper. Okay, so you can choose this one or this one. So it's entirely up to you kung ano yung gawa na. So like for I'm okay, I'm gonna use this one. And then for the solid colors, you can choose. You can also change the gradient, no? So it's up to you, no? Pero I'm more siguro sa ano. Actually, ang kagina pictures lang siguro So you can choose pictures. Kagina mga ano to abi no. This is blackboard or the peacock. So you can actually change this, no? Okay. And then you can configure the font. Gusto mo i-islan yung font na. If I'm going to click this, kilain-lain yung font, no? So I'm going to use that. Okay. And then I'm gonna save it. So how do you use your Padlet, guys? Click this one. So you can put the subject. Like for example, Gian was born. Gian was born. Okay. So you can put here, you're going to upload pictures ni Gian karang gamay, or if you want to have so example this one, no? So you're gonna write something beautiful. A journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. Okay, publish. Okay, so you just click this one. So this is an example. It's not entirely if nga naga sa Gian, pero I don't have the picture. Abi karang gamay siya nga na bata. So this is just an example. Another timeline is you can put another timeline or subject, and then you can project the chronological order of events or something, no, that you wanted to show to your students. So that is how Padlet is being utilized. So if you have chronological order, no, so like for example, chapter 1, chapter 2, so you can put there in, like for example, in research you can have chapter 1 and then you put there all the categories for chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, or anything you wanted to have projected sa students mo na pasunod. So like for example, you have a lesson which has a chronological order setting. So first stage, second stage, third stage, like for example in biology, so the evolution of a butterfly. So ano yung pinakauna nga ano ka butterfly, 'di ba? Butterfly started with a caterpillar and then may evolve ang caterpillar into uh, ano ganito. I don't know. hindi ko biology major, so I cannot remember the stages of a caterpillar. But you can search on the internet and then actually download pictures and you can put it here. So pasunod na siya ang face niya. So in agriculture also, no, you can actually um, make interesting sa mga topics, like for example planting rice. What are the stages of planting rice? If first stage gina-preparar, second stage, and then you can actually project it using text and pasunod. So stage step 1, step 2, step 3. So the same thing in HRM, like for example, if you're going to cook a dish, so download the steps of the dish and then you can actually configure it in such a way nga first stage, second stage with pictures. I think your students will most likely be interested sa ano. So this is Padlet, no? This is oh, I'm sorry. Gian? Okay, excuse me for a while dahil lang gid. Okay, so going back to our discussion, no, with Padlet. So then another subject abi the Empire Strikes Back. Okay, and then you can actually take a snapshot. So like for example, if you have your so okay. So what I did kagina a while ago is take a picture, no. So ang kagina is I have put a picture nga it's already there on my laptop. But then what I did tulad is take a photo of the t-shirt, of my t-shirt. So Empire Strikes Back and then you can add caption, no. This is one option that you can do using your Padlet. Okay, then publish. Okay, so as you can see, and this one will put in my timeline also. Now, if you're going to add another timeline, you can use link kagina ang file for the upload ang sa first. Ang sa ikadua is mag-take a photo of what I did a while ago. And then this one is the link. If you have example on ISCOF-CARES for videos, no? Allow. So you can paste your link there and click this one, submit. So after submitting, you can see the nag-upload siya. Oh. Nag-upload ang URL ng submit ko. Ang sa ISCOF-CARES. Okay? And then you can actually put a subject here sa babaw, webinar. And then sa dalom kung ano caption. Training workshop in ang training workshop natin tulad is on the development of the learning content resources. So copy paste ko lang siya. Add today. Ay, sala. Discard lang. Okay. Sorry. Link, and then copy paste this again. Sa link na ni siya guys, hindi sa ano. So webinar. And then sa dalom something new. Okay, then publish. As you can see, pasunod. So, amo dagali feature ka Padlet guys, no? So, in chronological order. So, pasunod. Pwede niyo ma-project ang lesson ninyo if ever you wanted your lesson to be projected in chronological order or pasunod, or nga pwede makitaan kayo ng mga estudyante. Okay? So another one is this one. This one is image search. So you can actually search for images for GIF, for YouTube, Spotify, or web. So like for example, if you're going to search for ISCOF-CARES computers, then you will be presented of pictures of computers or laptops. And then computer. So you can use this pandemic niche. Okay. Okay, slash spelling. Okay, so this one, and then publish. So it's chronological order, no? And then you can actually add using this one also, no? Or you can click this one. Now, if you're going to share this to your students, what you're going to do is to click this one, share. Then you have to add members. So you can put here email. Like for example, we go back to okay, I'm going to stop guys. Okay, I'm just making sure nga na-share ko kaninyo yung screen ko. Okay. Now, if you're going to go back sa sa team doctors naton nga islan ko pagani dayad ang gali guys. later. Kung may Canva do kita nga klase, islang ko daya. Nabutang dia last time ang mga email addresses ka mga email nato, no. So this one na. So ang daya nga ano naton nga, okay, so may mga email addresses. So what we're going to do is copy paste abi, no, na. So then we can add si Ma'am Roslyn di adon. This one are the people nga naka-doon naton. Then we can add copy paste also kay Doc Joy abi, no, copy, and then you go back here and then you can actually paste this, or sa mga recipient kay inyong so you can save it, or kay ma'am siguro, okay, and then share, or pwede nyo ma-download man. You can actually print this or download. I suggest parang ninyo, may output kamo sa Padlet, save as image or save as PDF. So image kita abi, no. Ang ginobra ko tulad i-save naton siya, and then after saving you're going to later on pass it to me. Okay, so this one amo dun day gwa ka Padlet nato, no, na. Okay, so you have an option that if you can save this one. How to save this one? Save image, then to your downloads, no, then Padlet, can put there Padlet sugatan. Okay, then save. Okay, pag open kita, this one is the Padlet already. So this is our output. Okay, so I think Padlet is very easy, no, guys. You can share also as PDF or CSV, or you can actually print this. So. Okay, you can also share it on Facebook. Actually, you can if you have something in mind, like any topic, abi nga needs to have steps, first step, second step, and then you put here on Padlet. Then the output you can also share on Facebook. And the best of all, you can share this in Google Classroom. So choose class. Kung diin nga klase mo, ISCOF-CARES, or ISCOF Trailblazers, etc. Like for example, in my subject, you can choose one, no, itas one, and then you have to choose actions. Create assignment. Create assignment, ask questions, and create materials. So I think kung mag-create, like for example, no, ay ibutang ka mo dyan ka mga stages, tapos blankohan nyo lang, and then ask ka mo, supply the missing pictures. So you can make this as assignment also to your students. Okay, so I think that is all about Padlet siguro, guys. Na-explore naman natin siya. I think Padlet has a common lecture sa dang text or sa PDF. Pero sa presentation, guro wala kita presentation about Padlet. Anyway, Padlet is very easy to use. Just go to padlet.com and you can create your own Padlet. So as Pauline have said kagina, never stop exploring. So that it might be that this I think this will be this Padlet application is very useful for our classroom endeavors, no. So testingan lang ninyo, guys, and please pass to me your Padlet later on. So download it, create your Padlet, and tipuna lang ninyo, and then I will just later on pasa naton yung activity. Okay, so do you have any questions before we end our session for this morning? And I will see you later on sa 1:30 p.m. So all in all, to sum it up, for summary, tatlo ang naobra natin this morning. The first one is classroom screen. The second is Mentimeter. And number 3 is Padlet. Okay. Do you have any guys? Questions? Miss Syra, do you have any questions, Sai? Or Sir Nick? Sir, do you have any question?
Sir,
Yes, Sai. Yes, ma'am.
sa answer ipasa, sir, output, sir.
Sa PM lang. You can just PM me. Okay, because we are they told me to create a classroom for your assignment. However, medyo kung mahimo ako ka classroom tapos i-download ko pa, kag i-upload ko duman sa classroom ka ISCOF-CARES, medyo mabudlay or ma-confuse ako, no? Or maka-confusing gid. So for us not to be confused, you can pass it directly lang sa PM sa
Okay.
ng Facebook.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. What else pa? Do you need to be clarified? Actually, screenshots lang gid kinahanglan nato, no? So you can create your Mentimeter, you can create your classroom screen, and now you can create your Padlet. Print screen lang. Tapos ibutang mo sa Word. Pag butang mo sa Word, ipasa mo doon kanakon. I-save mo anay. Pag dayon ipasa mo lang kanakon, naka-Word na siya. So screenshot lang gid, guys. So that they will know, or the ISCOF-CARES can know that we had made an output for this discussion. Okay. For our attendance, kindly open your what's this gani? Camera. I-print screen ko lang for attendance naton. So palihog Abi. Ma'am Syra and Sir Nick, please open your microphone, your camera. Sir Nick, please open for attendance lang. Okay. So thank you so much. And then I'll see you this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Okay, the same link. We're going to use the same link. Pareho lang ang link. Para hindi kita magsala. You can please tell our group mates that we'll have a session this afternoon. So thank you. I will end the recording now so that we can take your lunch and